Alright, so the sun was setting and I just wanted to get my car set up really quick. So I didn't do an intro, I didn't make a video explaining what I'm doing, but here I am putting in my WeatherTech window covers to keep the car insulated and warm while I'm sleeping. And here's Jerry, just hanging out. He's very patient. Welcome to my Subaru. Horrible lighting, I know, but let me give you a little tour. Alright, so this is what the inside of my Subaru looks like with the little window covers there. No one can see in, so that is an added bonus. I got my cool little lantern that I got from REI. And then you have Jerry's corner over there, and he's all tucked in for the night. And then another lantern provides plenty of light, also solar powered. And then these are the solar powered chargers that I have, and it works great for charging my phone at night. So yeah, this is my setup, and I'm pretty stoked about it. Good morning! Jerry and I survived our first night in the Subaru, and yeah, it went pretty great. And Jerry passed out before I did. Yeah. See, there's a lot of light coming through the front because I'm using my Star Wars windshield cover thing, but I bet if I use the WeatherTech it'll be more dark. And then these worked out pretty great. Yeah, no one can see in, I can't see out. The back one, if you can see, I had to use some duct tape to get it to stick, and it wouldn't stick. Alright, so I'm dressed and now I just need to pack up the car, take off all the reflectics and get the car ready to drive. Yeah. I think every day is gonna get easier the more I do it, especially getting ready for bed. Oh my god, Jerry's just eating Crunchy Waves Crunchies. Good boy, Jerry. Yeah, good boy. Yeah, so I think it's safe to say that Jerry is content because he'll hardly eat when we stay at a hotel, but he's eating in the back of my Subaru, so that's pretty cool. Good boy, Jerry. Alright, it's time to get packed up, but first listen to how beautiful these birds are. I just love the sounds of nature. Oh my gosh, don't mind me as I stumble out of the car. But birds, the sound of birds is just even more beautiful. Good morning, Jerry. What do you think? You good boy? Yeah. You wanna go outside? Oh. Do you wanna go outside? So first gotta take the duct tape off the rear window. I could not for the life of me get this thing to fit in the rear window without the duct tape holding it. So I don't know what that was all about, but it worked out perfectly. So you'll notice here that there's two sides. One is to block heat and one is to retain heat. So yeah, depending on what type of weather you're camping in, it works out great. So as you can see here, all of the WeatherTech window covers fit perfectly under my sleeping bag, and yeah, just a great way to keep them all in one place, nice and organized. Up here you'll see lots of Jerry stuff, and then of course my solar charging lamps and chargers, and then my toiletry bag, some water, snacks, all the things in Jerry, just observing the world. Back here is all my jackets, blankets, towels, yoga bolster, bags, a stool, stove, computer, snacks. And then back here, Jerry's camping bed, some clothes and camping supplies, cooking supplies, and Jerry, of course. And then over here we have dog food, my food in the Yeti cooler, some laundry, and then yeah, headlamp, little storage area there. And then the front seat, nothing super fancy except for this really cool massager thing that feels great when I drive. Spent the first night in the Subaru. It's all packed up now, but it was great. I was a little nervous, not gonna lie. Once it started getting dark, I quickly put my shades up, didn't video it, didn't time it, nothing. Just put them up, got inside real quick, locked the door, but it was fine. Everything was fine. So I feel like the first night is always the worst because you have all these thoughts racing through your head, things that people have told you about how you shouldn't be doing this type of lifestyle, that sort of thing. Yeah. It just got in my head and I started freaking out for no reason. So I'm glad the first night is over. Jerry did great. I think he was exhausted from all of our hiking because he passed out and slept the entire night, did not move at all. Happy the first night is over and I'm excited to see how long I can do this for. Who knows if I can make this work while I'm working full-time. Hopefully I can so I can save more money, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Today, just doing a lot of paperwork for work and getting my gym membership all squared away. Going probably to another dog park and a hike for Jerry. And a couple errands done, things done before I start work this week. So let the adventure continue. So Jerry needs some pets right now while I talk. Just took Jerry for a walk, he went potty, and now I am gonna go potty inside my gym. So what I have for that is I have like a little go bag that just has a few essentials like my hairbrush, toothbrush, toothpaste, chapstick, face wash, and micellar waters for when I'm in the car and I don't want to wash my face. I just use that and it works pretty great. The only problem we ran into last night was I found out that my oil thing from REI, or it's actually OXO brand, it doesn't work. It leaks at the top here. So my kitchen box in the back that's under my bed got pretty oily. So I need to go find a new jug to put my oil in because this doesn't work and I don't want to get oil everywhere because that was a mess that I had to clean up. Well, I need to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna head into the gym. And since it's the first, I'm gonna finalize my contract with them. I had to pay a few extra dollars to use their rock climbing wall. So I'm just setting up that payment as well. So yeah, first night is complete and I am so relieved to get that first night over with. I feel so much better. I'm sure we'll come across more hiccups along the way, especially when I start working full-time nights, but we'll cross those bridges when we get to them. All I know is this morning I was looking at apartments because I got in my head and I was like, God, what if I can't do this when I'm working night shift? And I started looking at apartments and I found some cheaper ones that would be pretty cool, but then I started stressing out about, well, I have to get curtains and I have to get this and I have to get my stuff from storage back in Nebraska and this and that, and I just have to build a home in this apartment, which is fine. I'll probably do that this winter because let's be honest, I don't think I want to stay in the car when it's snowing outside. But it started stressing me out even more just thinking about an apartment. So we'll see how this goes. It took me 15 minutes to get everything down. And I'm sure that'll go faster as time goes on. So I don't know, just give it a try for at least a month and see what I think. If after a few days or a week or a month or however long I don't like it, then yeah, I'll get an apartment. I might as well try and save some money and try the Subi life for now. Once I get a van, that'll be the next step. And then buying land in a cabin. We'll see what's in store. But thanks for following along. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and I also am on TikTok and Instagram at Ren's Adventure if you want to follow along on my Colorado adventure. And then today, of course, another day, another dog park. Jerry is sniffing something. I let him sniff things, because why not? He's a dog, he's supposed to sniff things. But yeah, we're heading to another dog park to wear him out before we go run some errands, and then might go camping up in the foothills tonight. Whoa. Or I might just camp in the same spot at the gym because that's a lot easier. I love this because this lifestyle allows me to hang out more with Jerry and definitely spend more time outside. So, Jerry, this way, this way, this way. So I'm super, oh, I know, goodness. So I'm super pumped for that. Good boy. Good boy. Here we go. Oh no, oh no, Jerry. Oh, oh God. Jerry. What are you doing? What was that? What was that? Tell by the look of Jerry that he got into some mud in the creek he was playing in, and definitely was not expecting that. Thought it was just like a little creek, you know, clean water, whatever. No, there's mud, and so now we're gonna go find a dog wash station. But that's okay because that's what I love about this lifestyle. Adaptability and just making the best of every situation and living in the moment. Nothing wrong with that. Oh my God, Jerry's tracking this horse right now. Like, he got a little muddy. He's a dog, whatever. Now he's super happy because he got to go in the river and he loves water. And he's even more excited because he just saw a horse. Good boy. Keep going. This way. This way. Come on. Keep going. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Up, up. Yeah, good boy. Come on. Up, up. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Good boy, go, go, go. Yes. Up, up. Yeah, come on. Up, up. Good boy. Good boy, keep going. Good boy. So you can't really see it, but we just ran that whole little BMX track, and that was so much fun. Hello! So I am sitting here editing this video over a year later, but I'm just now realizing that I never filmed everything that happened after I took Jerry for a walk. So when we got back in the car, my doula mentor called me since it was May 1st and I was scheduled to take a doula course with her and a midwife later that month. She was just calling in to check on me, see how I was doing, because she knew I was moving to Colorado, gonna start working as a nurse, all that stuff. Gosh, I wish I would have recorded what happened in that moment because it was bizarre. It was wild, like something I'd never really experienced before. You know, I opened up and I was honest with her. Instead of saying, oh yeah, I'm fine, I opened up and I was like, you know, Fort Collins really isn't what I thought it would be. It's far away from the mountains and I just don't like the atmosphere here. I don't like the vibes here. I really wanted to be up in a mountain town or in southern Colorado. And something just wasn't sitting right in my gut. And she told me to trust that calm gut feeling. Gosh, what did she say? The exact words were something like, I have never made a logical decision in my entire life. It's all been intuition and instinct and gut feelings and all that. And I was like, oh my gosh. Here I was my whole life making more logical decisions and ended up not being very happy. And this was kind of like the first huge aha gut instinct moment where I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna follow this. So she told me that we were gonna get off the phone. She was gonna contact a doula in Salida, Colorado. Guys, Salida, Colorado, that is where I wanted to go. And I was like, no way. And then I was like, okay, you do that. You contact the doulas that you know in Southern Colorado. I'm gonna look again to see if there's any nursing positions open in the hospital, because when I had looked a month previously, there were no OB positions in postpartum labor and delivery or anything like that. So we hung up the phone. The first thing I Googled was the hospital and the careers, and boom, there was one OB spot. So I'm pretty sure I applied right then and there in the parking lot. And then she called back, gave me the information of the doula in Salida, and I just I keep forgetting how beautiful this whole process has been. I'm slowly editing some videos here and there. And looking back, it just makes me realize how beautiful and how special this whole transition to Colorado has been and how much I've learned. And it just blows my mind how synchronous it all was, even at the very beginning, between my doula mentor in Denver having a contact in Salida and me finding a job at the hospital there in the same exact day. And then I found housing as well. So I went to Facebook, the Salida community. I found this very kind older man's post, or maybe it was his daughter who posted for him. I can't remember. But I left a message. He didn't call back right away, so I was sitting in Fort Collins and I remember thinking, okay, what do I do now? And so I just started driving. I started driving to Salida, and I knew it was all gonna work out. I just felt in my heart and my soul and my gut that it was all gonna work out. And so as soon as I got to Salida, the gentleman with the room for rent called me back and he asked, so this was on Sunday night, he called me asking if I could meet him on Monday. So, and of course I said, yes, I would be happy to meet you on Monday. And it gets more crazy than that. So I was able to go meet Tom and interview for the room, and it was just an instant hit. And he said that the room was mine if I decided I want it. And for those of you that don't know, it's really hard to find housing in Salida. And so the fact that I had found housing and possibly a job, all the things, within an hour on Sunday. And then I met the guy on Monday. He said the place is mine. And then I got a call on Monday for the job saying they wanted to interview me. And so I started the interview process, and it all worked out so perfectly. It was beautiful. And I didn't record any of it. We'll see what I captured in the next videos for the next vlog. I'm seriously just going at this piece by piece. So yeah, but yeah, I just had to share that little tidbit that wasn't recorded at all because it was just mind-blowing at how perfect it all worked out. And I was finally going to make a home in Salida, which is a place I've always wanted to be and live and join the community, and I was there. And it was just beautiful all around. I have no other words. I don't know how else to describe it. Also, I was supposed to start my job in Fort Collins that week. Yeah, so I hadn't been through orientation or anything like that yet, but I did message the manager and I said, hey, I had something come up, because I actually did have plans to live with someone up in Fort Collins, but that didn't work out. And then I had another plan to get a condo in Fort Collins, and that didn't work out. So like all these things were happening. And so I just told her that housing situation did not work out, because that was true. Didn't tell her that I didn't like Fort Collins. And then she was so kind and said, you know, if I needed another week or two to figure it out, that was fine. So I took some time just to make sure, got all my ducks in the row, and then eventually I did end up officially telling her going with a different position. So I felt bad that it got to that point and I had to cancel the week I was going to start orientation, but honestly, I had to do what felt right for me, and it was not being in Fort Collins. So yeah.